Hi, this is Antonio with IDX Broker. Today we're going to be taking a look at wrapping a website. So, what does this mean? This is just the HTML from your website that we use in our wrappers to make our pages look exactly the same as your client's website. Assuming that the client has signed up and has been approved by the MLS, it's now time to wrap. If you have any questions about the MLS approval, that was actually covered in a previous video. I will add the link to the description. So let's start with my demo WordPress account. It's pretty basic, very simple, using a default theme. And let's look at the page I'm going to be wrapping. I'm going to be wrapping on the page level. You can wrap globally across all pages, individually for pages, individual categories of pages like searches or results, and even individual saved links. Here's an advanced search page. It is pretty bare, very blank. It doesn't have a wrapper applied to it yet, meaning no HTML is being applied. Let's take a look at my page. This is a page I've created in WordPress. This is just a typical WordPress page. Nothing special about it. It has just a bit of text here, which we can see here in the visual editor of WordPress. Let's take a look at the source of our page to get the HTML for our wrapper. One thing to note here, all the links are absolute. There are no relative links in here. For any wrapper, static or otherwise, you're going to need absolute links. So let's find our content, which should be right about here. And then let's grab everything above the content. You can see that I've started above my text there because I want all the HTML from here up. Let's paste that into our wrapper. Go back and get everything on the other side of our content, our main area content, here loaded as the entry content as it typically is in WordPress. Let's grab the closing of that div all the way down to the bottom. Head back to wrapper management, paste that in there. Wrapper is saved successfully. Let's head back to our search page and refresh. Now we have a wrapped page. Any changes I make to the menu, or any changes I have in the menu would show up here. Any changes I make to the sidebar will show up here when I update my static wrapper, which is fine if I'm already done. But let's say I want to do some changes. Let's say I'm going to be changing the menu a lot here in the near future. We're going to want to employ a different method, more than likely. And again, WordPress makes this very easy with its uniformity. Let's go to another page I've created. I've already created this page. It's called Your Dynamic Wrapper. It's just the title of the page. Keep in mind this title will show up in the title tag because we're going to use this to create a dynamic wrapper. What that means is it will update itself dynamically every few hours. Our system will call this page, curl it, and get everything above this tag here and everything below this tag here. So I've placed our two tags, start and stop, here in the text section of the WordPress editor, not the visual section, the text section. It's important to keep it there and to keep them exactly this way on separate lines. That way our system will know exactly where to look and get the precise wrapper you're looking for. Let's take a look at it on the front end. Nothing special. It's just a page with no content. So let's go up here and grab this URL, including the trailing slash. So the URL should be copied exactly as it is. Let's head back to wrapper management. Let's into dynamic. We'll go ahead and pop that in there. And hit save. And now we have a static or dynamic wrapper setup. It is set to no longer be static, but to dynamically update itself every so often. Of course, if we refresh the page, you'll notice that the WordPress login bar disappeared. That's because the wrapper is now calling this as the same way the public sees this this page. When I did the static wrapper, I was just capturing the HTML as I saw it, meaning the WordPress login bar was there because I was logged in. So now we have a dynamic wrapper working. If I make changes to the menu or add anything to the sidebar, it will update automatically. Keep in mind this page does need to be live and available to the public. Any adding of a maintenance mode plugin, for example, or anything that prevents the general public from being able to see this page and gather its HTML will prevent the dynamic wrapper from updating. Thanks for watching our video, and hope this makes wrapping a lot easier for everyone. Thank you.